Limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing. Not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops that find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry for spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Lackson, son up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring on him, Rick flaring, son up, baby. Head up, Bohasha. Listen, brother, off script, there is a word from the Lord. Listen, God has given you the anointing of pettiness. Brother, you've been getting on JSU's neck since you got here. I never knew you was going to do a show about the Dion disciples. But beyond that, brother, listen, keep bringing the smoke. Keep bringing the pettiness. Listen, the people want to hear you. They're going to hear you. And remember, God's going to bless you. Be blessed, brother.
BreakDown. I love, too easy topic, don't take offense when I touch down. I got it to a T, not a QB sneak, but if your D look weak, I'ma rush now. The trick of the trade, we're trying to celebrate. Everybody want it done tastefully. They can't tackle me, they knowing it's the truth, but they still wanna hear me say it tactfully.
H is for the heavy hits, how we handle his hypertension has to be clever. It's better if they just let him sit. Nah, this ain't a hobby, hallelujahs hollow the halls. This is champions writing the hieroglyphs on the walls.
Everyone envisioning encrypted plays on the side. Know the end goal, the end zone, and enter in my eyes. Echoes from people, me host emos enchanted inside. Entanglements in the trenches, clear benches, enjoy the ride. Essentially, we eccentric, yet we also eclectic. Well respected, collected, and never look for no exit. No exceptions, it's expected. You took an L, so accept it. Can't water the squad down, every player electric.
That's shocking. I'm exercising every evident energy leading to victory. I call that energy winergy. When we play, it's like a symphony. Execution of an extra point to put me up for endorsement deals. I'm in the end zone now, my favorite place on the field. I see no equals, even odds fall when stacked against us. We crack them in the trenches, then we send them back to benches. Eternalize my endeavors, Canton enshrinement. Exit 107 on 77's where you'll find us.
Jay, bro, you snapped on that one, bro. That's cold.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, you already know what it is. It's Wednesday. It's Lackson State Breakdown. Okay? And you already know, can't do nothing without my brother.
What's up, Scotty? What's going on?
Now, my question for you, Mike, is were they playing that at the Celebration Bowl?
So, Scotty, I gotta go a whole nother year with you keep it bringing up the Celebration Bowl. A whole nother year.
You know why? Because last year, the year before last, when you lost to South Carolina State, everybody was like, Scotty, let it go. It's a new year. It's a new thing. And it just so happened to happen again. Oh, hell yeah. You got to hold this L for double years, bro. You got to hold that all the way up. You got to hold it all the way. I don't care about no new regime. I don't care about the coach. I don't care about none of that. You got to hold it. You got to hold it, man. And then you know what TC Taylor had the nerve to say at that meet and greet?
What do you say?
We going to go back.
We gonna go back. It's true.
We going to win it.
It's true.
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it.
I see you been waiting on me to come back on this show, huh? You've been plotting. You've been plotting on Mike Reed. I thought Bethune had all your attention. I thought VCU had all your attention, but look and behold. Y'all be plotting on JSU. We can't win.
Oh man, what was that again?
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it.
Whoa! Oh man! Well, I've been waiting to drop that one for a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been that would have been in my back pocket. I ain't gonna lie. That's my ace in the hole. Oh man, but listen, man, it's always good to have you on, man. You know it's football. You know it's football in the air when I see Mike Reed. You know
football all year round. Ain't no off season in football.
We gonna find a way to talk about it. But let's get into it. First thing first. Listen, you got to start with greatness. Shout out to LeBron James, the GOAT. All right, the greatest of all time doesn't mean he's the best. Just means he's the greatest. The most accumulation of statistical. But listen, did you watch the game last night?
Oh yeah, you know I'm a Laker fan, so it was good to see him doing in LA in crypto.com arena. I'm so used to saying Staples.
Really? It changed?
Yeah, it changed. Yeah, it changed like last year. Crypto.com arena. That's garbage. I'm so used to saying Staples Center.
Yeah.
Some
stadium names some names shouldn't change. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
forever. I still call it the Staples. I don't care. But yeah, it was good to see him. But you know, I'm a Laker fan, die hard. I was just disappointed that we lost the damn game against an OKC team that played the night before last and lost by like 30.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh yeah, I was pissed. I was pissed about the outcome, but to my boy LeBron.
Hey, listen, that boy Kareem was salty, boy. That boy was salty on. Boy, every time the camera panned to him, he was like, That boy was salty, man. But me and Key watched it, and we just turned it off once he broke it. We just turned.
That's how the team did.
Yeah,
Once he broke the record, he just checked out.
I told Key, I said, man, they're gonna stop the game once he gets the award. She's like, no, they're gonna
stop the game. The NBA gonna always stop the game.
I said they're gonna shut the game down. I said the game gonna be shut down. I said, you gonna be like, is the game still going on? And that's exactly what happened. Everybody came out, mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, uncles, Maverick, Carter, his mom. I mean, everybody was out in the court. And then he dropped the F-bomb at the end. Shout out to LeBron. For real, bro. Shout out to LeBron. I don't care what nobody. I don't care what none of you old heads say. LeBron. But this is why I said LeBron's the GOAT. And I know that's not a LeBron, but I would say this. The most hype athlete in history, probably in history, and exceeded expectations. Come on, man. Like,
I give him that. That's true.
Like, he didn't have a choice to not be great. He was the number one pick. He put chosen one on his back. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were saying if he wasn't a Hall of Famer, it was a bust. If he wasn't a Hall of Famer, and he broke. Come on, man.
In the land of social media, in the era of social media, don't have a blemish on his record.
Come on.
Made not one mistake. He just, he's the poster child for the black athlete. Real talk.
And speaks for social issues.
For sure. Poster child for black athlete.
So if you just add all that in effect, yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to LeBron. It's absolutely amazing career. And that documentary.
Oh yeah, that documentary gonna be. If Jordan had he had an 8-part. Jordan had 8 parts?
It might be a 3-series movie. I ain't gonna lie. LeBron might have a 3-part movie.
15-part saga.
Dog, that documentary is gonna be off the chain. I can't wait to see that, Jay. Especially his days, like, because it's gonna start in like Ohio when he's at at St. Mary. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, his whole career has been filmed. So that thing gonna be 20 episodes long.
Ooh, man, I'm gonna be sitting right there like put my LeBrons on. All right, man, let's get to this. Let's start off. You already know. Yeah, the old coach's problem at Church of God in Sanders. Problem at Church of God in Sanders. Listen. Don't act like you didn't own the Bible. Let's not play this game. Let's not act like you were not in the partition, like you were them altar boys. All right, at the Church of God in Sanders. Let's not play this. All right, Deion Sanders is called to end coach-led prayers after complaints. This is the part I want to bring up because I'm gonna share my screen real quick on here we go. So listen, one thing about white people is they gonna hit you with facts, right? That's one thing about white people.
How the hell did you get the letter?
Oh man, I do this, bro.
How did you get the letter?
I do this, bro.
You come with receipts. You got receipts.
I'm playing, bro. I do this, man. This is what I do. I stay with them. If I'm gonna come with them, I'm gonna come with receipts. Look what these white people did. They cited, first of all, they cited every YouTube video that he did it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got it word for word what he said, and then they put the court cases by the Supreme Court, which struck down. Dog, listen, one thing white people gonna do, they not gonna shoot and miss, okay? They not gonna shoot and miss when they shoot for you.
Somebody in the English department did that. Somebody in the English department over there in Colorado did that.
But listen, man, this is what it essentially goes back to is when people say, you know what I'm saying, the grass is not always greener.
Mm-mm.
The grass is not always greener. Something like, think about this though, Mike. Lawfully, what he was doing at Jackson was against the law. Like the prayers, because it is. You're not allowed to do that in college. You're not supposed to anyway. But one, remember the students didn't report him. The community around Colorado reported him. So it wasn't the students at Colorado. It wasn't the staff of Colorado. It was the people around Colorado. And we already know none of you Jackson Bammers was going to y'all weren't gonna bring down God. That's just not what y'all do. Y'all weren't gonna bring down.
No, we gonna praise that Lord now.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't even. It's gonna be like it's like Jesus and Dion. Like, hey, they neck and neck. They neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Jackson. Oh yeah, they neck and neck.
Praise the Lord now. We're gonna praise the Lord. We're gonna do nothing else.
So it's funny to me how one thing at one place can be like, wow, that is so great. And then another place is like, bro, do you not know who you are? You still a nigga in the coop. Like, let's not play this game. And I apologize for the N-word, but listen, we know what it is. So how do you feel about that, Mike? I mean, being a former member of Coach.
First, I'm gonna say this first. In the South, Christianity is a big thing in the South. But when you go outside the South, it's really not as big as it is in the South. Because you probably can get away with that others at PWIs in the South. I'm sure they pray, they pray as a team and whatever and all that. But man, that's my first point. My second point is that white hate different. White hate is different. Like Dion, you probably can deal. Like when you first left, the things that you were dealing with, that black hate, yeah, you can deal. Yeah, you can get over that. Yeah, you can deal with that. You can, turn a blind eye to it. But that white hate, oh no, sir. You see it in the letter. That white, they cited, they cited the YouTube post. They quoted him word for word, so it's no slander. No Dion slander is going on because they quoted him word for word. That white hate different, man. It hit different. They coming correct.
Boy, something's wrong with you. That boy said that white hate different. But listen, man, once again, I keep trying to tell people, like, Dion had to understand where he was walking into. And I think this is what happens when people think they're smarter than everybody else, right? Like in a Dion situation, if you went to South Florida, this is not a problem. I don't care what.
Not at all.
This is not a problem. It's dog. You run Florida. You would literally run the state of Florida, Southern Florida, anyway. Tampa below, Orlando down. But when you go to Denver, Colorado, I don't give a damn how liberal you think they are. They're still white people. Like, bro, like I don't give. It's like when you see a dog, like you see a Rottweiler, right? It don't matter how much you train him. Like bro, he can still bite me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't matter how. I've seen this dog 20 times. It only take one time for that dog to be like, I don't know this ninja, and I'm gonna bite me. Hello. And that's what white people are in the sense of this. Like people like it's an atheist group. Listen, there's atheist groups everywhere. You don't think there's atheist groups in Mississippi? You don't think there's white people that don't like Dion in Mississippi? Like, it's just when you're bigger than life, you don't have those problems. And once again, when you take your ass up to Colorado, you aren't Deion Sanders, the celebrity. You're Deion Sanders, the employee. You're an employee. Yo, stop it, sir. I pay you. So
they say he not football coach, not a pastor.
You're a football coach. But and realistically, they're right. Even if you might have something against God, they're still right. It is against the law to do what he is doing. But nobody in Jackson was going to bring that up.
Oh, no.
Nobody in South Florida was going to bring that up. But when you go up to Colorado and you mess with the white folk, you get white folk problem. And when white folk get involved, you know what gets involved? Lawyers. When white folk get involved, you know what they bring in? They bring in lawyers.
It's not regular lawyers. I'm talking about Jewish lawyers.
Oh,
Jewish lawyers hit different. They hit different.
Come on, man. It was like something like Schwarzenegger. One of the weird names, you know what I'm saying? Andrew Schwarzenegger, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Got a yarmulke when he walk up in that J. So it's man, come on, man. It's just that's what happens when you deal with white. Like, man, listen, it's just different, bro. It's just simply different. But that's what you choose to do.
He's not my football coach, not my problem.
But you know what we are doing? We praying for TC, though.
You praying on his downfall. Just admit it.
I'm not praying on the downfall. I mean,
Praying on the downfall.
listen, I don't never want to see a black man fail.
Hey, join the club.
I never want to listen. I never want to see a black man fail.
You know when you go on a driver license play, you got to take a ticket. It's got to take a ticket because you're right behind Southern, you're right behind Alcorn, you're right behind Grambling, you're right behind FAMU. You know.
I think. Listen, I'm probably right behind FAMU. I think. Realistically, FAMU is probably like the first one in line, and then I'm like literally like number 2. You know what I'm saying? And then like Southern and areas. I'm pretty far. Up there. I'm not number 1 though. I'm right. Literally, FAMU is like praying. You know what I'm saying? Because FAMU cannot lose the OB. Like, bro. If I was a Jackson State fan and I beat you without Dion, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, for real, you were doing all that talking the first year. Oh, it was only 1 point. Then we mollywopped you the second year. Yeah. I mean, and then the third year we beat you without Dion. I'd be like, oh, y'all niggas. Really
Scott, in the words of TC, be on standby.
Be on standby. Yeah,
I'm on standby.
I'm gonna be in Miami. I'm gonna be on Miami. I'm gonna catch one loss. Hopefully I can. On my third year's a charm, I finally get to see JSU take an L in the OBC. So we'll see. Let's get to the schedule review. All right, JSU schedule review. You already know what it is. Listen, I said I wouldn't talk about it, but I would. But my man Mike is a Jackson. So we got a Jackson show. So I got to do my job. All right. So here we is.
There it is.
Here it is. All right.
There it is.
There it is. The infamous non-undefeated schedule. All right. So South Carolina State, FAM, Southern, Texas State. Can we just put that as an L right now? Or you want to?
Yeah. I'm gonna get to the record. Okay.
Bethune-Cookman, A&M, Alabama State. That's your homecoming, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's gonna
be homecoming.
That's gonna be good. Valley. I would love to see you gonna pick for that game. See where your loyalties lies. UAPB, Texas Southern, and the big bad Braves, as G would say.
I'm going so big.
Oh, because it's the way I had to do it, man.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Yeah, it was the way I had to do it. I mean, it's a big game, though. It's a big game. So.
But you just got Alcorn State Braves so big down there.
I mean,
you need to shrink that a little bit. They not that important.
I mean, as G would say, them big bad Braves. All right, them big bad Braves. So what you got? What you got, Mike? First of all, give me your grade. Give me your grade for the schedule. Give me your grade.
My grade B+. Okay. Yeah, B+.
That's pretty fair. Okay.
Yeah. We went out and got scheduled a game against Texas State, so I like that. Could have been I think we could have squeezed in one more, but I take the South Carolina. We owe South Carolina, so South Carolina State we owe them. So I'm pleased with it. I like the build up of it.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. And I said this on one of the previous shows. You guys actually have a very, very. The only game that really matters in the first 4 games is actually the FAMU game. Now, you'll say Southern because of the rivalry, but it really doesn't have anything to do with your record. It's an out-of-conference game. So even if you just supposedly lost that game, it really doesn't matter. I mean, like the only game that you cannot lose is the OBC because it's a conference game.
Mm-hmm. On the East, yep.
On the East, it's in division and things like that. Now, the rest of that stuff is for bragging rights. South Carolina State, Southern, whoop-de-whoop. Now, I will say this. Your schedule isn't really difficult. If I'm being come on, bro. Bethune, that's a dub. I mean, I can give you that right now.
About 50.
Dog. You know what I'm saying? We can call Sanders up right now and place the 50 piece. Okay? We can place the 50 piece right now. Matter of fact, I'll go half on it with you. You know what I'm saying? You get 25, I get 25. All right. So we can 50 piece that right now. And sauces. You know what I'm saying? Many sauces you want. A&M. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna look like. I really don't know. I mean, I'll have you leaning. I'll have you ahead of that game.
Yeah. They hadn't showed me anything.
Now the Alabama State game. Listen, the rematch of who ain't swag and the guy gone. Listen, I think the moral victory already goes to Alabama State because he was right. He was right.
He was right. He was right.
Okay.
Hey,
He was right.
Coach Rob was right.
Coach Eddie Robs. And listen, he's they might be prophetic. You never know. He might be prophetic.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much. So they already got one. They already got one dub. Now the game, I think that's a push because that's becoming a mini rivalry in itself of just what has transpired.
I mean, it kind of been like that for years, Scotty. Like in the past, with the players have gotten a fighting on the field and all type of foolishness has been going on.
So, it is what it is. Now, this is a pretty fun predicament, Mr. Valley graduate. Like, a lot of people might not know that. My man graduated from Valley, then graduated from Jackson. So I would just love to know where your feelings stand on the Valley game.
At Valley, it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a close at Valley.
Okay.
Because Valley gets up for that game. Valley get up for any other game.
And the field, that's like a 12th man. The field,
and that's my issue. One of my issues with the Valley people. You get up for the Jackson State game, but you don't get up for any other game. Like the other SWAC games don't matter.
Hey, when you it's like a little brother beating his big brother.
I get that, but they don't get up at all for any other SWAC game at all.
Well, who do you get up for? Double alum. I mean, like what?
All SWAC games matter.
Okay, all right. I don't see you with no Valley jersey.
Win.
I don't see you with no Valley jersey. I don't see you with a half and a half.
I'm gonna get a half and a half this year.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Yeah, just like you're gonna be at some of these games, right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm playing. I'm playing out my schedule now. I'm in Atlanta. Hey, Perry White, I need that sideline pass, baby. What we doing? I need that sideline pass. I'm in Baton Rouge this year, man. I need some good gumbo. I need all that.
Hey, listen, somebody who be on that sideline is Perry. I'd be like, how you get down here all the time, man? Like, I'm asking him like I get on the sideline, I'm like, man, you at every sideline event. It don't matter. He at every sideline event. Anyway, UAPB, that's a dub. Now, these last two.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. First of all, you're not gonna disrespect my boy. Hey, you buddy! Like he wasn't giving y'all that work in Houston until the refs got involved. Let's not play this game, Mike.
The refs. He don't have any teammates.
Bro, he
got Quay Davis now, so.
Dog, stop it, bro. They were calling everything for Shador. You bleed on him. Oh, is that a paper cut? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Texas Southern, 15-yard. I'm like, bro, like really?
That didn't change the fact that what's the corner name? Isaiah Hamilton?
Yeah, Zay.
They don't change the fact that he got moused in the end zone.
No, everybody gets got up one time.
But
Didn't Travis get mossed by Montario Hunt at Alcorn? That didn't happen. He a 5-star now. Let's talk about it. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it.
I started laughing, Scotty, because me and my boy Key Black was talking about that. We was like, boy, I hope Dion don't play that trail technique in Colorado. And I said, man, I thought of you, Scotty. I said, you're going to be like Adrian Bronner. Boy, I'm in here getting cooked.
Man, yeah.
Please don't play that trail technique in Colorado, Dion. Those boys going to get cooked.
I promise you, he ain't gonna play corner at. I know that for a fact. He probably ain't gonna play corner at Colorado.
I heard he playing receiver from inside source.
And then listen, now it is at the vet. I think if this was at Lorman, I think it would be just a little bit different. But I've been in that environment, that Sobo at.
He gonna be cracking. That ain't gonna be cracking in Jackson.
It is different. Okay,
cracking.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, man. What's that? What was that like? 7-4?
Huh?
What's that? 7? What? It's not.
Huh?
Texas State, FAM.
Okay.
Texas Southern and Alcorn. That's 7-4. I can't count.
Best case scenario, 12-1.
Shit, come on, bro.
Worst case scenario. 11-2. Yeah.
What do you smoke?
Okay, FAMU.
Start at South Carolina State, sir. Start at South Carolina State. That's not a gimme. It's not a gimme,
but we owe them.
And you haven't won at anything in Atlanta. Can we say that? You're 0-2 in Atlanta. Can we say that?
It's a different stadium. Different stadium.
Listen,
different stadium, different. It's
I
different.
talked to somebody.
No
Now,
distractions. Dion sabotaged us. We were sabotaged.
Nah.
Scotty, we were sabotaged.
he's the only reason you were even there.
The coaching staff didn't care in Atlanta. I was there. I seen it.
Now you ain't got no loyalty. You just driving everything out, huh?
I told you.
Oh, you phony.
I told you that on the show after the Celebration Bowl.
Phony.
Coaching staff didn't care. It trickled down from the top. It trickled down.
What happened to the first time?
The first time
Yeah, the first time you lost.
we changed offensive coordinators. It's true. Go do your research. We changed offensive coordinator. TC was not calling plays.
And the guy that got demoted, the new head coach, you know about the guy that got demoted with Dion, but the new head coach. Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, first year, new offensive coordinator. I'm not making excuses. I'm just stating the facts.
Okay.
New offensive coordinator. Now, last year, 2022, coaches, Dion was in Colorado. He was like Bruce Wayne and Batman. He was in Jackson during the daytime as Bruce Wayne. He's trying to be Batman at night in Colorado. So that's what happened.
Oh man.
Happened. And they didn't care. Coaches all outside in Atlanta the night before the game. Come on now.
I like what this person said. So only the defensive coaches didn't care.
The coaches didn't care.
Come on, MC. Ask the real questions. So only the defensive coaches, they was like, hey, F it. We.
Hey, Scotty, you know me, I be outside. Coaches were outside.
Okay.
You know I know I'm outside.
Yeah, you be outside now. You do be outside.
You outside is a problem. You a coach and I see you outside is a problem. What you doing in here? That's just like they see, if they see me in the locker room, Mike, what the hell you doing in here?
Facts, right? Big facts.
I'm like, what the hell you doing in here?
Okay. Let's do this again. Let's rewind this. Let's really let's reverse this. All right. Realistically, come on now. 12.
So Scott, realistically, we cannot go 12-1.
Nah, I can't see it.
What?
I can't see it. I can't. With FAM, Southern, and Texas State, I can't see that.
We got mind control over FAMU.
I can't, bro. First of all,
got mind control over FAMU, bro. It don't matter who FAMU get on their team. They still little brother to JSU.
I can't see it, bro.
They still little brother.
I can't see it. The South Carolina State game, I think, is because they ain't got no.
The football team is little brother. The band is little brother. The mascot is little brother. Little brother.
Dog.
Little brother.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What are you willing to put money on? Are you really put money on? You know what? I won't even do 12-1. I'll just tell you this. I'll put $100 on it right now that you have more than one loss. Are you willing to put money on that?
I'll take that bet. I'm gonna ride.
Okay. All right.
When I said what was gonna happen last year, y'all didn't believe me.
And I told you what was gonna happen. What I tell you what was gonna happen.
Gonna run the table.
You said that. I give you that. You did say that. But what happened at Celebration Bowl? What did I say?
Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it.
I didn't know that we were gonna go in being sabotaged at the Celebration Bowl.
Whoa.
I didn't know we were gonna be sabotaged at the Celebration Bowl. I did not know that. I didn't factor that in.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, all right. Let me ask you this. Okay. Let's because you did hypothetical on your end. Let's do a hypothetical on the low end. If you go 0-3, you go 1-3, right? Let's say you beat South Carolina State and you lose the next 3 games. What does that look like for Jackson State?
You can't push the panic button because we'll be going into swag play.
That's fair. That's fair.
And we going with the rest of the schedule. We gonna run through that.
That's fair.
Hold on, they got us back in Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
I told you.
Oh my god!
It's like a home and home, but your home is their home is at Alabama A&M.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell! Oh hell! Oh
Yeah.
we need to play in South Alabama Stadium.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, that's real nice. That's real nice. All right, let's move on. I gave it a B.
Okay.
I gave you a schedule a B. Listen, I call a spade. I gave you a schedule a B. I think it was solid. I like that you guys have Alabama State for a homecoming, unlike trash ass Southern playing the little Lincoln College crap.
They're gonna score 80 points and think they coach is an offensive guru.
Yeah, think he Andy Reid or something. Oh man, we done put 90 on him. Like, all right, yeah, okay. And then getting mollywop for the rest of the season, talking about man, I'm sorry. That just pissing me off, man. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely gave you a B on that one. All right, let me ask you about your class. How are you feeling about your 2023 class in regards to the signees and stuff like that? And
let me vent. Cause you Bammers thought it was over with when Deion left and TC was named head coach. You Bammers thought it was over with. You stuck a fork in us. You said JSU is done. But guess who got the best recruiting class in the SWAC? Number 2 in FCS. The J.
Is it number 2 in FCS? You sure?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not that.
Campbell.
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
We gotta get Blue. We gotta get Blue to fact check me on them.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get Blue to fact check. I don't think it's number 2.
It's number 2 behind Campbell.
I don't know about that. It might be. Okay.
Check the record.
I mean, North Dakota State don't really care about being number 2. Well, listen, y'all won't play nobody.
They lost. They didn't even win a championship.
That's what I'm saying. But they was in the national championship without having a number 2 recruit. You can't even win the Celebration Bowl with the number 1 recruiting class. They in the national championship, but you can't even win the Celebration Bowl. You can't beat the MEAC.
We were sabotaged.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you this.
Come on, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it, man. I don't want to have to be all in your business like that. Stop it.
Sabotage, man. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling. I'm saying
this. I still am a little. Once again, to me, it always goes back to your offensive line and what that looks like. Because even during, I must keep saying it. Even during Deion's time, your offensive line was still always a question mark. It got better year 2, but they didn't grow as the season. They got worse as the season, and that was the same thing that happened in season 1. You saw it earlier though. But I did forget about this guy. I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because remember, he came in early in last year, but he had to sit out that year. So I'm curious to see what he looks like on this offensive line. But at the end of the day, that is always going to be my thing. Now, I'll say this. Losing PJ Hatter was huge. A lot of people don't want to agree with that. They'll be like, oh, Scotty, who cares? PJ Hatter. No. Joshua Short is not the answer if Jordan goes down. Right? You needed somebody like PJ Hatter, who is a capable, very, very capable quarterback. I thought that was a great pickup before when you had PJ and you had Jordan. I mean, before you had PJ, I was like, okay, that's solid, right? Mm-hmm. But when you got Jordan, I was like, damn, that's really good. Because, I remember we was on the show. I said, the only thing I hope y'all don't get is Jordan, and then you end up getting the guy. So I think having him is great. But Jason.
Yeah.
Jason Brown, I think that's his name.
That's the guy. That's who I'm rolling with.
No, I get it. But
rolling with.
The only thing I would say this is that Jason is a 1-year option, and PJ Hatter was probably a 3-year starter. That's you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So you could have really built something with PJ, and then Jason be that transitional piece to get PJ in place that sophomore year. And
I think would have been a better quarterback competition too between those two guys.
I agree.
Yeah, I would have brought the best out of both of them. So
I agree. And the only thing I'm worried about is, listen, Shador didn't really have injury issues. Like he got nicked, but he wasn't really an injury guy. is Jason the same way? If Jason's not because he likes to extend plays as well. He's kind of like a big type of person. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how his durability is in regards, because I know a lot of players that I've talked to, former players from SWAC, that say when they transferred down, they didn't think that the SWAC would be that competitive. But they said one thing that you learn really quickly in the SWAC is they're super physical. So they're going to hit. They'll do no.
Yeah, for
They're going to hit you. So it's just having, I'm not saying that Jason doesn't have that mentality of, he played FCS, so he kind of knows, but being in the SWAC is just a little different. And I think that, is he not going to feel that like, hey, them Bama's going to hit. So,
but he's not a small fry either now, Scott.
No, definitely not. No, he big, 6'5", like 6'4", 6'5",
like
30,
6'2", 6'3", 230. Yeah, he about 230.
I'm saying, so
he's a small guy now.
He can sling it. I'm just curious to see what that offense looks like.
Hezekiah, so we talking about losses. Talk about what we got. There you go, Hezekiah.
I mean, that's huge. Losing people is huge. Yeah, y'all was crying when crying when Shador was walking out the door. Oh, the world is falling.
Hey,
man, let's not play this game.
I'm rolling with Jason Brown, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm rolling with.
Keep rolling with him. All right, we'll see. We'll see what that look like. All right, we'll see what that.
And I like how TC, like me and my boy Kid Black was talking right before National Signing Day, and we was like, we wanted to see TC go get a few more defensive linemen and a few more offensive linemen, and that's what he did. It secured up that defensive line and that offensive line. I love to see it.
We'll be very I'm very curious to see how it all plays out. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this with the most. If y'all don't play the same scheme that you did last year, it's the dumbest thing in the world. If you don't play the same scheme that Dion was running,
offensively or defensively?
Offensively, you can change it up. Offensively, okay. Yeah, offensively. Defensively, it's so stupid because all you ever ask quarterbacks to do consistently is to make throws. Mm-hmm. And I talked to somebody from Dion's staff in Colorado, and I was just like, yo, this is how I feel. And he was like, you're right. He's like, Scotty, you're right. We made quarterbacks make throws. We don't believe that your guy can make throws consistently. So to me, you have to keep that same scheme and bring it over. If not, you just become like every other SWAC team defensively, and they've seen everything else. We've seen cover 2. We've seen cover 3. We've seen off man. We've seen all of that. What was a problem for every single school is man-to-man, trail technique, make the throw. Can you make the throw? So if TC Taylor goes away from that, it's the dumbest thing this coaching staff could possibly do, because you've seen how effective it is, and you've seen that SWAC QBs have a hard time making throws.
And we have a good secondary.
Pretty good. We don't know if it's fully good. It's pretty good. I mean, you ain't got Travis.
Okay, we don't have Travis. Okay.
Who else? You ain't got Zay. You ain't got Nugget. I mean, that's like three freaking 4-stars right there.
We just got reloaded. Guthrie. You got Guthrie reloaded.
Can't play all the spots. Guthrie can't play all the spots.
Hey.
Who else you got? Wiggins?
Throw his way.
Once again, he can't guard all the spots. There's 4 wide receivers.
Bama's couldn't guard all the spots, but look what happened.
Because he had other Bama's guarding them.
You're going to see. Okay. Spring game, you're going to see.
Listen, bro. If I was a quarterback walking into a Jackson State game, there's not a person I'm not scared to throw at. Like it's not last year, right? Because if you threw at Travis the wrong way, it was probably going the other way, right? If you threw at Zay, he's probably going to bat it down. If you threw at Nugget, he's probably going to hit your head off. So, and then if you threw in the middle, you're probably dead. Cam, Aubrey, probably going to take your head off. So, but none of that's like, if I'm walking offensively, I'm not scared about now the D line, Devontae, Nows. I might be like, all right, I might gotta get this ball out a little faster. You know what I'm saying? Might.
Hell
Might.
no.
I said might. I said might. I said might have to get this ball out a little faster. But other than that, I'm not scared of no corners that y'all bring in. I'm just, especially if y'all don't run that man to man. Oh, I'm damn sure not scared because you can scheme it all open at that point. Okay.
I think the defensive scheme would be similar.
The secondary is not getting any worse. How did it get better? First of all, how did it stay the same? Like, this is the dumb stuff that you hear from some Jack State fans. Now you just talking out your ass. The secondary is not getting any worse. How did it stay the same? Just answer me that. Because if the standard was a 5-star, 4-star, 4-star, and you ain't got, and we, because y'all love stars now. Y'all love some stars.
I think Tristan Sion will come in. We got Guthrie.
Because
Because we got a lot of young guys too.
Young guys mean mistakes. That's what that means. Young guys mean mistakes.
We got a lot of young guys, so I'm just I think K5 will be all right. K5 will be okay.
I don't sound like better.
He kind of shaky sometimes, Scotty.
You know what I'm saying? I know. Listen, that's why he got his ass sat down in celebration mode. Come on, man. Stop playing me. Stop. Y'all listen. And listen, I love Guthrie.
I forgot about Narik. I forgot about Narik. Come on.
Dog,
Playing with TC, man.
Isn't he a freshman?
Don't matter.
Isn't he a freshman? I'm just curious.
Yeah, he a freshman. Don't matter.
Okay.
So freshmen can't make plays.
So you gonna bet your season on putting a freshman.
We have a good defensive back group. That's my point.
The question was, did they get better or did they stay the same? That's a yes or no? That's a yes or no.
I'm gonna say no because
okay then.
5-star.
Okay then.
So
okay then. That's all I'm saying.
But ain't nobody in the sweat gonna test them.
That's if you play that man to man, probably not. Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious to see what y'all look like. I'm super curious. Is that spring game gonna be on national television? I mean, I'm just asking for the people, like, so people call me and text me, they be like, "Hey, Scotty, is it gonna be on national television again?" I didn't know because I didn't know if y'all was still hot like that. So y'all still hot like that, or is like that? Huh?
Dion still talking about us.
I'm just asking.
Dion's still talking about us.
I'm just asking. I just want to know if he's. I just want to know if he's gonna be on ESPN again for your spring game. That's all I'm saying.
Dion's still talking about us. Dion's still talking about us. Hey,
I'm just asking.
Still hot.
Okay.
You know, you break over with somebody, they still watch your story on Instagram. That's what Dion them doing. Still watch the story on Instagram. We done moved on.
What they doing?
We were DC.
What they doing? Oh man, you stupid.
So we not worried about Colorado.
Oh, they said you're gonna be on national television. I like that. Said you're gonna be on national television. Now that Dion go, you're gonna be on HBCU Go. Hey, listen, they got some great production. They got great. I can't even lie, they do got some great production. But since Dion gone,
hey,
they're gonna be on HBCU Go. So I'm just saying.
Long as Tiger Nation can tune in,
that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
All that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Hey, 2883 coming to you. 2883 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Yo, this is Reese.
What's up, Reese? Talk to me.
Hey, Mike, I just want to talk to you right quick, man. So I'm looking at your schedule. South Carolina State, they finna whoop y'all ass. Damn you, they about to whoop y'all ass. Southern, they about to whoop y'all ass, and y'all probably finna be fighting on the field.
Reese, come on, Reese.
Hey, I'm spinning facts. Texas State, that's the L. Bethune, that's not 50 piece. I'll give y'all that. A&M, that's the L.
What?
That's the L. Valley, it's that Valley, that's the L.
Scott, hang up the phone.
Yeah, I'm about to hang up on you, Reese.
Yeah, he a hater. He a hater, bro. He not. No.
Now you getting wild. Now you just being ignorant. Now you just being ignorant.
Alabama A&M, I got the answer. Come on now. Come on.
Golly, hell, man, stop. Now you just being ignorant. Now you just being ignorant. Hey, Dre, go ahead, bro.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good?
So, I guess I'll ask both of y'all this. If they don't make it to the SWAC championship game, I ain't say win it. If they don't make it, is that a bad season?
Nah.
And I'm comparing that to Dooley, because Dooley made it his first year, and you be honest, TC's taking over a better team with a quarterback that is about 25 years old and played, like they got some. I'm just asking questions.
No, that's actually a good point. When you break it down like that,
it's a way better team than what Dooley took over.
But Dooley backdoored his way into the championship.
Dooley got in there not by what he did.
He got there though.
But he got in by what PV and Texas Southern couldn't do.
Yeah,
off they losses.
But he got there. I mean, it's like you win by a point or you win by 50. He got there though, because you can't, like, if let's say they lose, let's say 3 SWAC games, that's a big difference.
But where do you? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, Alabama State's a push. Texas Southern, Alcorn.
Like I said, I believe that with the quarterback they have, that quarterback has been through everything. He's been in the ACC, SEC, FC. You got a 25-year-old quarterback. What the one thing you said, man, they should be in a grad transfer. You got your grad transfer, so there's really no excuse why. You saw I'm getting at why
I get you.
They shouldn't maintain some type of continuity at the quarterback. Because you're not starting a true freshman.
Listen. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't have those expectations on TC. I'm not even. I know that everyone was like. I really like. I think if he has a winning season, and I think if he has a winning season,
I'm comparing him with Dooley. To me, I'm comparing him with Dooley though.
I don't care who you comparing him to. I do. You asked the question, Dre. I'm answering your question. You said, so my question is no. I'm not holding him. I'm not holding him to the same standard as Eric Dooley, because to me, one, you had way more turnover than Dooley did. Way more. Let's not be real. Man. Yes, you bringing in Jason, but most of the other stars are gone. So you really had to rebuild this team. You kept a lot of what you could, but you still had to rebuild it. And the East is a tough division. Like, let's not play like it's not really. And Grambling is still unknown. You don't know what Texas Southern's going to look like, you know what I'm saying, with Andrew, if they're going to come back better or not. So it's really all Corn and Southern. That's really all it is. But in the East, you got Alabama State, A&M, FAM, and Jackson. Like, so I'm not putting those. If he does not get to the SWAC championship, I wouldn't consider it a bad season. If he loses the FAM, State, if he loses more than 2 games in the East, then I'll be like, that's a bad season. If he loses more than 2 games in the conference, that's a bad season. I would say that. But other than that, no, I'm not putting those same. Mike might say something different. He might have, he want to go to the SWAC championship, so I get it.
I mean, this TC, so we going into this season really with no expectation with TC, because TC is TC. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna still support them. We be behind them. Don't matter. But we know what we gonna do.
You gotta have some type of expectation.
A winning season.
No, we gonna win. We gonna definitely win. It's the standard.
He needs to have a winning. Listen, he needs to be in competition for the SWAC championship. That to me is all I would ask for TC, is that we need to be in competition for the SWAC championship. If we're 3rd in the East, that is a problem. We need to be 1 or 2. That's okay. It. If you 3rd or 4th in the East, that is, what are we talking about?
Now, I'm not thinking like that, because I know that's the standard. I know what we gonna do.
No, Dion was the standard. Let's stop playing with that. Dion was the standard.
I know what we gonna do. So,
but I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason I had high expectations is because Southern wasn't a very bad team. Like people said that they were a bad team, but they really weren't.
No, they wasn't.
They really weren't that bad, and they didn't have a lot of turnover. And you think all about the people he added to the team. You're like, bro, you added Dumas, you had Trey Lane come in, you had a lot of talent come in, and already on a team that wasn't bad, that had the FCS Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago. And you had a great running back. You had great running backs. The only thing you had to change really was the wide receiver core. That's really all you had to change. And he added Corian Harris. And come on, man. Like, no, it's not the same to me. It's really not the same to me, if I'm being honest. I think that TC did a great job of keeping all the talent that he could keep at Jackson that didn't want to leave. And then now building on top of that. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, finding a quarterback is always going to be the premier thing in the SWAC. If you find a quarterback, you got a chance to win.
Okay, cool. I just figured I'd ask, but okay. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I just figured he's taking over a better situation than Dewey.
I get you.
A way better situation.
No, I feel you. I get it. I get it. I mean, like I said, I just think his division is hard. I think the East is just harder because think about it, man. FAMU has been prepping them. They've been priming this team to beat Jackson for the last 3 years. They've been priming this team. FAM is the standard, and FAM hasn't lost to any other school in the SWAC.
I told you we got mind control over FAM.
So what I'm saying, like, it's not the same. To me, it's just not the same. And Alabama State played you super tough with your best squad. So it's not the same to me. Me personally, I think the division he in is tough, and that I'm just asking him to be in contention for the SWAC championship. That's all I'm asking. If I go in with the expectation that you better win the SWAC championship, I think that's unfair to TC Taylor. That might be the standard he has for himself, which is good. Granted, got it good, but that's not. If I was the AD, I'm like, yo, bro, like, nah, like, just be in contention for the SWAC championship.
That's what I was trying to say, Scotty. Exactly what I was trying to say.
That's it. That's just my personal opinion. But hey,
okay,
I appreciate the call, though, Joe.
I appreciate.
So, Scotty, if we start out 3-0, what y'all gonna say then?
I'm a
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
And he trash.
If we start out 3-0 now, what y'all got to say then?
Let me see if I got a button for that.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Because if we start out 3-0, you know what I'm gonna say, Scotty. Swing 'em.
And I'm gonna wait to that Texas State game, and I'm gonna be like,
never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just be sitting there. I'm like, let's see when you play Texas State if you still talking that shit. Get your ass smacked and back to real life.
Hey, it's a non-conference opponent. Hey.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Your first
get a game like that. You wanted it. We got it. You wanted it, Scotty.
I did, and I wish it would have been Dion, but I'll tell you this. The first SWAC loss, I'm going to play back to life, back to reality. Dog, I'm going to have it clipped up and ready to go. Back to life.
I'm going to put it like this. Week 1, which is our second game, once we beat FAMU, we're gonna run the table. Run the table. We beat FAMU, we run the table.
All right.
It's sweat.
All right. I'm just, like I said,
FAMU the toughest game.
Back to actually, I think
FAMU.
Okay, let me tell you this. If I had to rank the games, 1, the toughest game is FAM. 2nd, Alcorn. 3, Alabama State. 4, Texas Southern. That's how I rank those games.
Okay.
That's how I rank those.
Yeah.
Bethune-Cookman the easiest. It's more easier than Valley.
Hey, Valley is not the bottom of the SWAC anymore. It is officially Bethune-Cookman.
At the bottom, boy. I'll bet anything I had to Valley beat Bethune right now. Right now. Rocky, coming to you.
Hey, what's up, my brother?
What's up, man?
Hey, I want to say this to Mike right now, right? I want to say this to Mike right now, and I want you to take this and do what you got to do with this. You're not going undefeated this year, right? So I'll go ahead and write that down and try to pick which game you want to lose.
Take it.
That's the best you can do. Now, I'm not saying – now, here's the other side of it, right? That dude that was talking about Dooley's first season like he was a success, that was a failure, and that's some revisionist history. Like, do you realize that Dooley literally played Grambling? He shouldn't have been playing for nothing when he played Grambling, and he should have lost that game. And all intents and purposes, he tried, but Hugh Jackson did a better good job than he did of losing the game. You know what I mean? So that's what really happened. So let's not make Eric Dooley's first season in Southern a huge success because they went to the SWAC championship. That's not what happened. Like, that's not what happened. But I want to ask Mike this question, Scott, if I can. Right? Given these two scenarios, right? Would you rather lose to FAM, right? Would you rather lose to FAM and have a chance to go to the SWAC championship against Alcorn, right? Or would you rather just be out of it early and get a chance to work on your building up your program post Dion?
Say that again, Rocky.
So would you rather go ahead and lose to FAM and have a chance to go to the SWAC championship playing against Alcorn, right? Just be out of it, or beat FAM and be out of it. Beat FAM and be out of it, and start rebuilding your program. Because right now there's a number of games I feel like you guys could lose on your schedule, like the Texas Southern game. You guys could get beat. The Alabama State game and the Alabama A&M games you could also lose, right? So I don't think you guys are going undefeated by no means. But if you could play for a SWAC championship, would you play to go to the SWAC championship? Would you take that loss to FAMU?
I'm trying to win championships, Rob.
So this is what I'm saying. I think the team is going to have a chance without Dion and without Shador. I think the team early is going to have some struggles for those reasons, right? I actually think you're going to miss Shador more than you miss Prime early, right?
Facts.
And so I think what very well may happen is y'all may take some early losses, right? But with the talent you guys have, and also with the experience that the guys that are left on the team have, you guys could actually have a late run and end up playing Alcorn to go to the SWAC championship. And I think that's probably the most likely scenario in the situation. Because I think FAM is going to be so jacked early in that game against in the Orange Blossom Classic. Like, I don't see how you guys will be able to beat those guys with a seasoned FAMU team, and y'all really just trying to see what y'all got. Unless this quarterback y'all have
is that good.
They're that good. Because at the end of the day, Mike, and I'm just saying this, I think Prime made a profound impact on y'all team, no doubt. But the reason why y'all won each and every year and went undefeated is because the guy y'all had at quarterback.
Number 2,
quarterback play.
Y'all have any other SWAC quarterback, y'all don't go undefeated.
Absolutely. Hey, Rock, appreciate the call, bro. Hey, listen, dog. It's so funny. I'm glad Rock's brought that up, man, because this is. And I was talking to somebody in Dion's camp, and I said, the one thing you can always count on Shador is he always made that one play that you was just like, damn, like it was all Alabama A&M, the last second touchdown before the half.
Mm-hmm.
Alcorn, the throw to Travis in the corner. You know what I'm saying? The Celebration Bowl, the throw to Travis. Like, Shador he has an Aaron Rodgers-esque thing about him to where if he has the ball, he's going to make a play. He's going to make a play. That is the thing about Shedeur that you cannot take away from him. And we'll see if Jason can do that going forward.
I'm laughing at my boy Zoe Phillips and checked in.
Last time Jason
What's up with it?
beat peas and carrots at Brad. 91-44. Hey, calling you live.
Scotty, how's it going?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Burnett calling from Jackson, Mississippi again.
Talk to me.
All righty. First thing, 2 quick comments. Number one, on the schedule. What a lot of people's not looking at, the schedule this year is really a setup for next year. Next year, they'll play 6 games in the vet, 7 within the state of Mississippi. So a lot of people saying, well, y'all having to travel again this year. That's fine. But next year, we play 7 games within the state of Mississippi. Second thing, and I'll hang up and listen to your comment. Both Celebration Bowls, Jackson was never outplayed. Dion got outcoached 2 years in a row. 2 years he got outcoached.
No.
Plain and simple.
No. Hold on. That 31-10, you got outplayed. Sir. You were the better team. You got outplayed and out-physicaled, and you got punked by the third quarter. You got punked. So, yes, he was also out-coached, but you got punked because a lot of that whole season, Jackson State was doing the punking, and South Carolina State was like, bro, you're not doing that here. So, I agree. I do agree with you. They got out-coached for the second loss, but the first one, you got punked. Y'all got punked. Let's not play that game. Y'all got punked.
Well, Scotty, the reason I say they got out coached, when I say out coached, I'm talking about Thursday, Friday, not necessarily what went on the field. But when you allow your players to go hang out at the strip club Friday night before the game, that's coaching. I guarantee you South Carolina State players were in the bed getting their heads together. How can you let your players go and hang out, do just whatever they feel like doing, when you got a championship game to play within a few hours?
Because you felt
is that not coaching?
Because you felt you were the more talented team. I'm not agreeing with it, but that's the logic that you go with. If you do that, you're like, hey, instead of you coming in with the mindset to say, hey, let's lock in for this game, you felt you were the most talented team. Everybody else knew you were the most talented team, and it didn't go that way. So whatever. You got punked. Y'all got punked. Now the second game, you got outcoached. Wholeheartedly agree with you, right? But the first game, I think you got punked. You were surprised that somebody came to fight.
Yeah, but I just still say, because I sat there and as much of it as I could, and I finally had to just look in a different direction because I was like, I cannot believe this. Some of the stuff that we are doing on this field, to me, it came down to coaching. Some of those play calls, I'm like, what was that? Why would you even call that? It's like we fed into what South Carolina State did best. And I'm like, okay, you got to know what they're good at. Why are you playing into their hands?
Sir, your offensive line was trash last year, and South Carolina State exploited it. There's no ifs and buts about it. There's no excuse you can give me. Your offensive line was bad, and they took advantage of it. That's it.
Okay, got it. If you're the offensive coordinator, like you just said, your offensive line is trash. Would you constantly call 7-step drop for your quarterback, or would you call 2-step drop, get the ball out your hand? Why are you steady letting you do a drop back 7-step if you know your line can't hold up? That's coaching.
Okay. Listen, I'm not about to go through you throughout the whole game, but at the end of the day, that's what you were. You don't go into a championship game and change what you are. You couldn't run the ball all season that year. That was obsolete. So it literally lived and died with Shedeur. So in that game, when you went into it, you had to live and die with Shedeur.
I'm not saying don't live and die with this guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't live and die with.
I ain't got time to talk to you about 2 years ago. 3751 coming to you. I ain't got time for that crap. You lost. Okay, you lost. And prom not even there no more. Yeah, you lost. 3751 coming to you.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty?
What's up?
Hey, we still got that Bethune-Cookman bet on, right?
That you don't have a winning season? Hell freaking yeah.
Hold on. Time out. He said that Bethune will have a winning season?
Yeah. Based off that trash-ass press conference, I know you ain't about to have no winning season.
Hey, Scotty, that's already done. But we're going to talk about Jackson State. I got Jackson State finishing 11-2. I have them running through the entire SWAC.
Hey, thank you, bro.
They're going to lose to South Carolina State in the first game.
The same guy who thinks Bethune-Cookman going to have a winning record. Why are we taking anything
Scotty,
you say seriously?
Scotty, you can get loud, but that doesn't mean you're right. I'm telling you, Bethune-Cookman is going to have a winning record. They're going to be 6-5 next year. Bottom line, if I lose, I'm going to pay you.
I know you will. Get the money ready.
Scotty, I'm so sure about it, right?
What are they
in August? I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you half the money in August as collateral. I'm telling you, I'm so right about this.
Tell me the 6 games they're going to win, and I got time today.
Hey, Scotty, you act like you need high-level coaching to win in the SWAC.
That's not what I asked you.
All they have to do is win SWAC games. They're going to beat UAPB, right?
Okay, that's one.
Hello?
That's one. Keep going.
They're going to beat Alabama State.
You're smacked.
They're going to beat Alabama State.
You're cracked. Go ahead. That's smacked. You wildin'. Wildin'. Go ahead. Continue.
They're going to beat Mississippi Valley.
That's a push. I'll give you that.
No, beat Valley.
That's a push. I'll give you that. That's 2.
Right.
That's 2.
They're gonna beat Prairie View.
Shut up.
That's 4.
Shut up.
All right, Scotty.
Prairie View.
Every time I talk to you, I want to up the bet, man. Every time I talk to you, I want to up the bet because I'm telling you, you don't need high-level coaching to win in the SWAC. Florida has athletes to win in the SWAC. I'm telling you, and they're gonna beat FAMU at the end of the year. I'm telling you. Bethune-Cookman is going to lose to Jackson, Texas Southern, and
so they're going to lose to Texas Southern, but they're going to beat Prairie View.
Of course. I mean, it is what it is, man. This is what I'm telling you. I already looked at the schedule. That's why I made the bet. I made the bet based on that.
Prairie View has owned Texas Southern for the last 5 years. But you think your trash ass team that hasn't you haven't won over 3 games in the SWAC, and you think Raymond Willie's gonna make that better?
Listen, Scotty, I'm telling you 6-5. Listen, I'm gonna give you half the money before the season kicks off as collateral, right? And you're gonna give me back double what I gave you because I already know what's going to happen. Like you keep on saying I'm a historian or whatever. Bethune-Cookman only had 2 bad years in the last 13. I'm trying to tell you, they have the athletes. They were in all their games last year. They went through a hurricane. They went through so many trials and tribulations that caused them to lose last year. But they was in all the games. If Jalen Jones could have thrown to the right team, they would have won most of those games. Jalen Jones was a darn agent.
What happened to the first year? What happened the first year? Because you was trashed the first year too. What happened the first year? Because you was trashed the first year too.
It was a transitional period, Scotty. It's like if you move from Maryland to Atlanta, it's a transitional period. You know what I mean? But year 3, no excuses. No excuses.
Bethune-Cookman will have a winning. They didn't move states. They didn't up and pick up the school and move it to Florida. It has always been in Florida. You just moved divisions. What are we talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
Listen, but I got my money on this. I got my money on Bethune-Cookman finishing 6-5 next year. That's bottom line.
All right, man.
Have a great day. God bless.
I'm gonna have a Bethune count for you. Just a bit. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. Oh, it's gonna make my season so much fun. You see what this man was saying? 6-5. 6. I can't even see 4 games. How the hell you gonna get 6?
But Bethune won't have a winning season for the next 5 years.
Man, God, 6-5. If Raymond Woody, bro, listen. If Raymond Woody wins 4 games, throw a parade. If Raymond Woody Jr. wins 4 games, somebody needs to throw a parade. Because the SWAC is that bad. Is that if he wins, man, I can't believe this. 9315, then Mr. Campbell coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
Scotty, what's up? What's up, Scotty? This is Black, man.
What's up, Black?
Mike?
What's up, Kid Black?
Man, that last caller, man, it's lunch, Scotty, so he probably done had mimosas on his lunch break. He is smoking. Ain't winning no damn thing, guys. Hell, Scotty, it would have been a push if Ed Reed was there.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you crazy?
Dog.
Man, that caller got to leave that dope alone, man. He need to leave that dope alone. Them mimosas on the lunch break will get you fired. Them mimosas on your lunch break will get you fired. Scotty, let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this, because me and Mike talk about it, and another one of my friends talked about it. Scotty, is it safe to say, let's just say hypothetically, Jason Brown does win starting quarterback position? Is it safe to say that him and Shedeur may be on a level in playing field from a talent-wise, seeing that Jason Brown comes from, you know, a South Carolina and a Virginia Tech, and I know he played at St. Francis, but is it kind of safe to say that their talents may be parallel enough for Jackson State to have a shot to go back to the SWAC championship?
I think they're a higher level quarterback you're used to getting. You know what I'm saying? That most SWAC schools don't get, and I don't want to say that as like disparaging other quarterbacks, but I'm just saying like these type of guys are high level, high arm. You know, they're very arm talented guys. The only thing usually, because you can get guys that are just raw athletically, but they don't get the right coaching. But he wasn't very successful at the Power 5 level. He had a couple good games, but just in totality, he wasn't very successful. He was super successful at St. Francis. I think the FCS fits his I think he's like a Cole Kelly, right? To where, and I know that's saying a lot, but I think he's a Cole Kelly in the sense of Cole Kelly was at Arkansas, didn't do well, came down and dominated at Southeast Louisiana. And I think that Jason can be that same thing for you all. But the only thing, go ahead.
When I seen him play, Scotty, can you say he is as good as Akil Glass? Let me just ask you that.
I think he's a little better.
Oh, shit.
Because of his mobility. Like, let's not play this. Like, Akil Glass was a sitting duck. Like, let's not, like, you can get enamored with all the throws that he can make. He didn't have the strongest arm. He was super smart, super cerebral, and he knew windows. I think Jason Brown, talent-wise, is better than Akil Glass. If you put him on stage, everybody would go for Jason over Akil. He's more mobile, has the bigger arm. You can do more with him. So, yeah, talent-wise, he's better than Akil Glass.
I'm going to ask you this, because a lot of callers, Scotty, they just call and they just go at you. You know, I'm counter-jabbing you right now, Scotty. I'm trying to set you up a little bit.
Set me up.
So, Scotty, if you saying that he's a little bit better than Akil Glass, and it was safe to say that Akil Glass was better than Shedeur's freshman year, how do you think, with what you said, Scotty, how do you think that that'll fare with Jackson State throughout the year? Because with us having Alcorn defensive coordinator and Alcorn being number 2 in the SWAC last year, number 2 in the SWAC defensively, and top 10 FCS wise, Scott, I think that sets us up to have a fairly decent year. When we go undefeated, I think we may lose probably 2 or 3 games, but you know.
All right, let me do you like this. You know how you be looking at Jenga, right? And you think you got it all set up just right. And let me tell you how I'm about to slide that one piece to shake this whole thing down. I've talked to some people from Alcorn. He had nothing to do with the defense. Nothing. He coached was the D-line. He did not everything about Alcorn's defense was Cedric Thornton or whatever his name is. I think it's Cedric Thornton or whatever his name is. So him calling plays is a new thing. Him calling levels, because defense is all about levels. You got a D-line coach, you got a middle linebacker, you got the linebackers coach, you got the same. So when you call plays, it's for everybody. He only focused on D-line. So you talk about better. Let's slow the brakes on that.
I'm gonna say this, Saturday, and I'm gonna let you go. Is it safe to say that Jackson State defensive line, they front four, maybe with the depth of Jackson State that they kind of adding and what they had coming back, is it safe to say if you scheme it right, was better than Alcorn's defensive line last year?
Negative. I listen. I think. Let me say this. I loved Alcorn's defensive line. I love Malachi Bailey. I love what those guys can do. I think your D-line was more versatile, so you could have Reagan play down, play back. You had Devontae you had Niles when he played well. I liked Alcorn's group better as rushers, right? I like them as just straight D linemen. I think your guys are more versatile. Like Niles could drop, Reagan could drop. So they made it more complex. Like you didn't really know, but at the pure of just rushing the passer, Alcorn was way better at that. That's just my personal opinion. I love Bailey. I love Claudin. I love those guys. I think they just had an intensity when rushing the passer. And you saw it in the Jackson State game, how effective that
right.
You see what I'm saying? They were scary. They probably gave you guys they gave Shador the most headaches all year. So I got to give it to them. I think this is where I go with the quarterback situation, because I love what you did there, right? Akil and Jason, I think Akil was a 5-year groomed quarterback. Think about that. He was in a system.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was in a system for 5 years. He knew that thing like the back of his hand. He was making a lot of audible calls that most quarterbacks were not able to do. So I think that showed the level of
intellect. There too, Scotty. So you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So Jason coming into this scheme, 1-year guy, you just got to kind of get spring and 2 days are going to be huge for him to get a rhythm. For him to get a rhythm of this offense, because think about this. Remember this. Shador had the spring season where he was practicing. They molded the system towards Shador to where he felt comfortable at. So it was always to make Shador comfortable. I don't know if TC is going to build an offense based around one guy. You get what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
I think there are some things that I think there might be some growing pains because I think the difference between Shador and Jason is Shador will buy time, and he's probably not going to put you in harm's way with his throw. I think Jason's a true gunslinger, so he might put you in some situations you're like, damn, why you throw that, Jason? I think that's the difference between the two. I still think they both hold the ball a little too long. I think Shador less, but I think Jason, because when you've been playing something for so long, you've been doing it for so long, you think you're better. You just think you're that guy. Let's be honest. It's no different than when you got a job. You're like, man, I can do this. I'm gonna get this done at the end of the work. You know what I'm saying? You just have a confidence about yourself, and I think Jason has a little more. And then, okay, and my last point, I know we kind of going off on a tangent, but my last point is this: when it's your last year to play and you want to go to the league, you're going to force some things.
Oh, yeah, you ain't lying, Scott. You're right.
You're going to force some things. You're going to be like, I got to make a play here. So it's just little things like that because he wants to go to the league. Jackson State is somewhat hot. Y'all not as hot as y'all was, but you got a little buzz, you know what I'm saying? So he might think he can go somewhere off of this one season. So don't be surprised if you see him force some things that you just like, damn, Shador wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? So I still think he's a talented guy. I really do. I tell you this, you're going to probably see deeper passes down the field than you did with Shador. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shador was good for about one of them. I think you might see 5 or 6 with Jason. So
I agree, Scott. But yeah.
Hey, man, kid. Hey, Black, appreciate the call, bro.
For sure, man.
All right, man. All right, last caller, Mr. Campbell. Then we're going to roll up out of here.
Oh.
What's up, Mr. Campbell?
Scotty, Mike, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Clear as day.
Okay, yeah, because I had to pull over. I was minding my business on I-20, heading to Sister Sarah's house to do Bible study. And I heard this foolishness from this person, from Bethune-Cookman. So I have to give a quote. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. So that's what that was. He removed all doubt that he was a fool. To think that Bethune-Cookman is going to have a winning season. So what I'm going to say here is I'm going to put it right here on wax. On behalf of the Off-Script Media Group, I will donate $200 for every win over 4 that Bethune-Cookman gets so they can buy some new helmets and some Lysol.
Woo-wee. Hey, all the Bethune-Cookman alums, boy. You know, I'm going to clip this.
I'm telling you, because if you think that Bethune-Cookman is going to have a winning season, I'm going to be 6'2" and dunking on somebody by next week. And I'm a smooth ass 5'7" brother. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? I have told y'all in Black History Month to stay off these drugs for at least 28 days. And y'all can't even do that. I pray for you all every time to leave these drugs alone. And y'all get on Al Gore's internet and y'all say this stuff.
Hey, Mr. Kelmer, in the words of the great Kenneth Stokes, that dope. Leave that dope alone.
Leave that dope alone with the Jackson hat on. Leave that dope alone. Mike, I almost had a wreck. You know, I'm trying to listen to the show, minding my business. Sister Sarah texted me, telling me I need to be there by 3 o'clock. You know, we do a Bible. You know, it's Wednesday. Bible study on Wednesday. Everybody black know about that. You know, I got the anointing ready, and now I got to pull over to address this. Come on, man. What are we doing? So, I just had to call in because Sister Sarah's upset. I'm literally getting blown up right now because I'm going to be late. I'm going to be 5 minutes late, and the bishop don't like to be late because we got to get in and get out, literally, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. So, listen. I'm going to say this quote one more time. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. That is the quote for the day from Abraham Lincoln. God bless and good night.
I appreciate you, Mr. Campbell. Oh, man. Hey, boy. That was funny. I needed that laugh. All right, guys, shutting the call lines down, man. I appreciate everybody that called in, even the Bethune-Cookman person who was on that dope. All right, listen, that's easy money. Boy, that's some easy money. Listen, guys, we got some big things planned for Off Script. All right, so Thursday roundtable, me, Blue, and Cam. We're breaking down some of our favorite signees. We're going to talk about the class rankings. We're also talking about the new passing game coordinator Alabama State picked up as well for their staff. So definitely going to be a good impact for that. Mike, you got anything coming down for the week, boy?
I got an interview with Caleb Johnson, the transfer running back at Prairie View. But my interviews be a little different because I see all these players the interview getting asked the same boring ass questions. We're gonna be like Off Script. We're gonna talk about a whole variety of things off the field, like music, you know what I'm saying, the culture, fashion, things of that nature. Because I really want you guys to get to know these guys. So and I get tired of them same boring ass questions everybody else asking. So I got that coming up. So
that's what's up. Hey, man, listen, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God bless.